What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy, Silly Cell, and we back in here with another episode of Juice City Legends. If you have not, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Alright, gang, before we get started, man, I just want to shout out to all the supporters, all the subscribers, man. Y'all keep hitting them buttons, keep liking. Anybody looking for interviews, promotion, hit me up, man. Hit up the email, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tonight, man, we just finna do something a little different, man. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, man. We all know about what's going over there in Ukraine with Russia and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody about to start going crazy because gas prices about to start going up. It's a lot of inflation going on. You know, since everybody's saying this about to be Armageddon, man, I'm about to just have fun tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope the kids sleep. Cause we about to get grown right here, man. I'm just finna wild out tonight, man. I ain't blogging about no rappers. I'm finna tell y'all about my lifetimes when I used to be a player when I was younger, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I want to write a book, man. Yeah, I want to write a book, man, about my life, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was a player back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the title gonna be Lifetimes of the Diggla, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't never seen the movie Boogie Nights, the lead character was played by Mark Wahlberg. It was about this guy named Dirk Diggler, man. You know what I'm saying? Dirk Diggler was a porn star. You know what I'm saying? Now, I saw this movie like in middle school. I want to say the movie might have came out like in 95 or something like that. But I saw it in like 99 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I like the movie because I'm into 70s and the disco era and all that. Even though I wasn't born in the 70s, I always was intrigued by the music, the dressing, and all that right there, just the culture of the 70s, man. So Boogie Nights is one of my favorite movies of all time. So a lot of people back then used to call me Dirk. Yeah, they used to call me Dirk Diggler, you know what I'm saying, based off of the character in the movie Boogie Nights. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, back in the day, I used to be a player. And I can talk about this now because we grown, I got kids. And really all I got out of being a player is barbershop talk. You know what I'm saying? When we getting around the guys, I don't mean to be spilling the beans, but women, if y'all listening, dudes, they talk about how many women they done bagged and all that type of stuff right there. So this basically me talking about my younger self. Me as a adult now, I just slowed down tremendously. I'm not married, but I'm not out here wilding like I was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my daughters changed my life. When I had children, I turned my life around and just stopped being like that, whatever. But it's fun to talk about, and we finna talk noise tonight. And before everybody get up in the uproar, we just having fun, man. Please don't think too serious, man. I'm just telling y'all about, you know what I'm saying? I just like to have fun with the subscribers sometime, man. We going off course with this one. This really ain't about nothing. This is just me having fun with the subscriber, telling stories about some of my childhood things, and you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all see this picture of Eddie Murphy in the background, because before I was inspired by Dirk Diggler, it was a movie I saw way back in the day, Boomerang. And the lead character from that movie was Marcus Graham. Marcus Graham was a player in New York City, corporate guy, living it up. I saw this movie when I was a little kid. Even back then, in like second grade, I thought I was a player. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of them little dudes at the school. I might have had 3, 4 little girlfriends write me letters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I thought like that because the older guys that was around me, they talked like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I listened to, that you supposed to be a player. And, you know, and that's the kind of upbringing I thought I had growing up. You know, I thought I was a pretty boy and all that right there. Used to try to dress real smooth, make sure I had waves in my head. I used to have a little edge curl back in the day. Man, I thought I was a player, man. You know what I'm saying? But later on in life, I would use some of those Marcus Graham tactics. You know what I'm saying? Okay, in the movie, Marcus Graham, he was like an executive for a company or whatever, a marketing company or whatever. We know they were promoting the cologne and all that, Strandre and all that type of stuff. You ever seen the movie Boogie Nights? I mean, not Boogie Nights, Boomerang, I'm sorry. So, they was in the work setting. So when I got older and started working jobs and things like that, the me now, I wouldn't deal with women on my job, but the younger me in my 20s, I was doing like Marcus Graham. You know what I mean? I was coming to work real fly, doing my thing with the women on the job. So I'm gonna use some of these characters to describe certain people, but you know what I'm saying? Real life people that I deal with, but we not gonna just snitch on myself or snitch on none of these people because I know some of these women are married now. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing like Marcus Graham on this particular job I had this job right here that I had back then. It was a job where I could come to work and dress fly and just be smooth and be a player. You know what I'm saying? But when I first started the job, I was going through a situation where I had just got out of a relationship. I was still young now. I'm like 23, 24 years old at the time or whatever. But I was already, living like an older guy. I already had a house and I lived for years and I just had kids or whatever. But I wasn't with my children mother or whatever. But at this job right here that I had started working on, I was like, I came in the job saying, man, I'm strictly on grind mode. I ain't fooling with none of these women up here. I'm just gonna get my grind on. But when I got to the job, man, it was so many beautiful women up there that I could help myself at the time because I was strong about it. I came in there in grind mode. I came in there and learned the job and just stayed to myself or whatever. But like I said, I'm coming in there G'd up. I'm coming in there fresh ways, dressing good, smelling good, looking good. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of beautiful women at the job or whatever. And we all know that's where the most cheating go down at work. So a lot of these women had men or whatever. But me, I'm single, young, handsome. I One day I had to work on a Saturday and I saw this pack of women. They coming back from lunch break. I see them all over there laughing and playing or whatever. Me, I don't pay no attention to them, but I see one of them that I'm just gonna call Halle Berry. She don't look like Halle Berry, but she wore her hair. She wore her hair in the bob the same way Halle Berry had her hair on Boomerang. But Halle Berry is also one of my all-time favorite crushes. So we just showing love to her too, but we just gonna symbolize her as this person that I'm talking about. So the young lady who we gonna call Halle Berry, I saw her in a group of young ladies talking in the hallway, and she ended up coming up to me talking. I can't remember if she spoke to me or she asked me what my name was. I really can't remember, but I know, like I was saying earlier, when I came in the job, I came in with the mentality, hey man, I ain't finna mess with none of these women up here. I'm just in grind mode. So when she said something to me, I really didn't pay no attention. I saw it was some fine looking women, but I was like, I'm in grind mode. I ain't really thinking about these women. You know what I mean? But I remember her. I remember her wearing her hair in a short bob this Saturday when I worked. So I want to say a couple of weeks had passed by. And like I said, I went to getting cool with certain guys on the job or whatever. And there was one guy in particular that I'm still cool with to this day. He was a guy, you always had a guy on jobs that's funny, that's loud, that just play with all the girls, flirt or whatever. But he married. But he just like to flirt. And then he cool with all the dudes on the job too. He was just a cool dude. He my boy to this day. So he come to me telling me, hey man, Halle Berry, like I said, we gonna call her. Man, I believe she like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I played it down at first or whatever. I was like, man, I'm cool on shorty, man. I ain't got my mind on none of these women up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in grind mode. He was like, man, really? You don't want to holler at Halle, man? Halle bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, she all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I saw her that day in the hallway, I saw her, but I didn't really just get a good glimpse on her or whatever. So just so as he said that, here come Halle Berry, her and two of her homegirls. They walking in the hallway. I smell some fragrance that smells so good. I look over her, it's Halle Berry. She said, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, what? How you doing?" And we had changed words or whatever. She hit me with a little giggle or whatever. I smile, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I say to myself, Halle Berry is fine, man. Halle Berry right or whatever. But at the same time, like I said, I'm in grind mode. I can't let them women get me out track, man. I got to get my money. Hey, we coming to this job to work. We ain't finna be up here full of these women. I ain't thinking about Halle Berry. Couple days go by. Here go my partner, the one who I say the loudmouth dude. Hey, baby, man, shoot. He used to call me T Money. T Money don't want you, man. You need to go and holler at me. But he was just joking with her though. What he was doing is throwing the alley hoop to me, cause he was like, man, fam, Halle Berry, she bad, bro. You ain't got no girl. You know what I'm saying? You need to holler at her, man. You just don't know she one of the baddest ones up here. Everybody up here done try to holler at her, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't going. She like you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to go on. If she come over here, I'm going to go on and say something to her. So after I see my boy talking to her two homegirls come up to me. She was like, one of them say, "Hey, my friend Halle say you fine." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" She was like, "Yeah, man." She said, "You act like you scared to talk." I said, "Nah, I ain't scared to talk. I just didn't want to bother her or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? I just coming here to work. I really, it ain't that I'm scared. I just really went on it right there." So she like, I see Halle Berry. She come out there smiling. What did she just say to you? So I told her what her friend had said. And I asked her, was that true? She said, "Yeah, I think you are cute," or whatever. So I say, shoot, we can exchange numbers if you want to. So we exchanged numbers. And this was on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody finna get ready to get off for the weekend or whatever. So usually I wouldn't call nobody. I wouldn't have called them for about 2 weeks or something like that. But I end up texting her. I text her because I really wasn't into all this sitting on the phone talking. I'm still not into it. So I end up texting her. But she ended up calling me. I'm like, man, bro, man, you already messing up. That's what I'm saying to myself. But you know, we started talking or whatever. It was like a Friday, like I said. And we starting to let each other know certain little stuff about each other. So I'm telling her that, you know what I'm saying, I'm single, I stay by myself or whatever. I just got out of a relationship. I got two little girls, you know what I'm saying, they not even 1 year old. But I just got out of a relationship with their mom or whatever, and I'm just doing my own thing right now, you know what I'm saying? She ended up telling me that she was in a relationship, but with this guy they been dating, whatever, since high school or something like that. They had just graduated college, but she said she really wasn't feeling them like that no more. So when she told me she had a dude that they had been together for years or whatever, but she choosing up on me, in the back of my mind, I'm looking at her a certain kind of way because I'm like, man, that's really kind of foul, man. You know what I'm saying? You in a relationship, but you at work, flirting and playing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of judged her to a certain extent, but I didn't realize that this guy that she was dating was really a jerk, man. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them old controlling dudes. Like I said, they had been together for a little while or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? She was just tired of him, man. He was corny. And she saw me, I was just a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? And then other thing about it, we come from two different backgrounds. I'm straight out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight hood. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a hood cat with a little sense on me, you know what I'm saying? Good head on my shoulder. So I'm not just acting like no wild hood dude. But she can see the edge in me, but she also see that I'm different from just hoodlums or whatever. Her background, she from the country, but she not a country girl. She a country girl with some city swag, you know what I'm saying? We'll say suburban swag, you know what I'm saying? And she come from two-parent home, and mother was a teacher and all this, daddy owned a store and all this type of stuff. So she come from a good upbringing or whatever. It's like Beauty and the Beast almost or whatever. So even though this is our first time talking, we end up talking. We end up talking like the whole day. I don't usually do this or whatever. So Saturday come around, like Saturday late on that night or whatever. We talk all night long on the phone or whatever. Sunday come around. We texting all throughout the day. We talk on the phone all night long. And when we on the phone, we not talking about going all the way or nothing. We just getting to know each other. We just having great conversation. I mean, it was like a breath of fresh air. I had never talked to someone that could be so open and just vibe so good with me, you know what I'm saying? That I just couldn't wait to see her when I got to work Monday or whatever. And same thing, vice versa. When we first started talking, we wasn't on no, hey man, you know what I mean? We wasn't talking about going all the way or being in no couple, no item or nothing. We just vibing. It's just good vibes, good conversations. So we do this for like 2 weeks straight. I'm talking about just talking on the phone all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? Until on one Thursday night or something like that, she ended up asking me to hey, I want to see you. I want to see you after work or whatever. So I ended up meeting her. Like I say, she stayed like probably about 45 minutes away from. Man, it probably was more than that. It probably like an hour or something away from me. But the job was a neutral site. You know what I'm saying? The job was probably 30, 40 minutes away from my house, but it was a neutral site for us to meet at. So let's just say the job was in Ridgely or whatever. So I used to go and meet her in Madison. So we ended up meeting at a Walmart in Madison or whatever. And this is our first time being face to face outside of work. And you know, we vibing, we talking. I know we probably sat in the car for maybe 45 minutes to an hour just talking and chilling, smiling. And at the end of the night, it ended with a kiss. Cause like I said, I was single. She had a boyfriend. And I had respect for her that I wasn't gonna try to go nowhere that she didn't want to go. I wasn't gonna try her, you know what I mean? If it was gonna happen, if anything was gonna happen, I was gonna let it be on her. So we just sitting in the car chilling, you know, talking or whatever. And at the end of the night, we gave each other a hug and she kissed me on the lip or whatever. I'm going home smiling, all the way home smiling like a schoolyard third grader or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like every day it just got closer and closer. So we started meeting for lunch. We started meeting for lunch, like on lunch break and stuff like that. And she was surprised that I always offered to pay for her lunch or whatever, because her boyfriend, he was a cheapskate. He was a college guy and all that right there. Me, I'm a guy that's working. That was the type of guy that's gonna work a job, but still get it in the trenches, if you know what I mean, without snitching on myself or whatever. And you know what I mean? So I didn't mind buying her lunch or whatever. She wasn't acting like no hood rat or nothing like that. I knew she came from a good upbringing or whatever. She never was begging and stuff like that. So I didn't mind treating her to lunch or whatever. So we start going to lunch like every day and stuff like that. So like I say, we steady hanging out after work every day. You know what I'm saying? We going from one peck a kiss to a tongue kiss. So I want to say maybe a month had passed by after we had been after we had initially changed numbers. After, like I say, we was talking on the phone every day. We meeting each other on lunch break. We meeting up about the work, but it's nothing more than some kissing maybe. I had took her to the movies or something like that one time. You know what I mean? We getting closer, but I still hadn't went all the way. So I can recall one night meeting her at Walmart in Madison, Mississippi. Uh, Now I'm finna say something. I'm gonna get kind of grown, but I'm gonna say this without saying it because I don't want YouTube to flag me or whatever. So, like I said, initially we were just, you know what I'm saying? We were just kissing or whatever. But like I said, I was a gentleman about it, even though I was very attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't wait to go ahead hit the ball out the park, if you know what I'm saying. Cause I had been to first base or whatever. No, I guess first base is a kiss. So, but that's all it had went to. So, like I say, we sitting in the car, we meet up at Walmart in Madison or whatever. We might have been at a store or something around the corner from Walmart or something. I don't think we were just in the parking lot at Walmart, but it was maybe a store or something around the corner from it. But we meeting at Walmart, and she come to the car. She get in the car. She got some shorts on, some tights or whatever. And like I said, she was a super sexy. I'm talking about built like Megan Thee Stallion or somebody. I'm talking about flat stomach, super juicy thighs. I love thighs or whatever, but toned up because she run every day. She ran track in high school or whatever. Nice bosom, rack, you know what I'm saying? Just fine, you know what I'm saying? Fine and stout. And without saying something they gonna give me flag, y'all gotta just catch on to what I'm saying. So, like I said, we had never went to first. I mean, we had never went all the way or whatever. We really didn't talk about going all the way. I was just like, if it gonna happen, it gonna happen naturally. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask about it. So just put it like this. She took my fingers and she had some pumpkin pie. Stuck my fingers in the pumpkin pie, if you know what I mean by pumpkin pie. She took her hand out the pumpkin pie. I'm talking about pumpkin juice just dripping everywhere. I'm like, oh my goodness. She take her two fingers, put it in her mouth, and lick the pumpkin juice off her fingers. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm standing like the Statue of Liberty. Like, bro, girl, if you don't go on somewhere doing that right there, you cannot be playing with me like that. That's what I'm saying in my head. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Then at this point, like I say, I'm with her, you know what I'm saying? She was finna get ready to leave when she did that, when she put her finger in that pumpkin pie that she had. And you know what I mean? She ended up kissing me, like a tongue kiss, deep tongue kiss. I'm like, oh man, I'm finna go ahead and get my baseball bat and go on knock it out the park, man. You know what I'm saying? Next time me and her hook up or whatever. So I can recall on a Saturday after work, she used to like to go to this park in Ridgeland and run or whatever. She wanted me to go hang out at the park with her or whatever. So on this particular day, we had made it got off work around about 2 o'clock or whatever. We was together the whole day. We had went and got something to eat or whatever. We just together the whole day. So we end up, dang, I can't remember this. It was another park. It was like a couple parks we used to meet in. I ain't know nothing about these parks in Redlands. It was a park she had took me to one night. We just sitting out there vibing. We sitting in my car or whatever. And we having a real deep, intimate conversation. I'm talking about the conversation we was having. I never opened up like that to nobody ever in my life. Since then, before then, I never just opened up to nobody like that. She opened up to me about stuff that she had never told anybody. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation got so real and so deep and intimate. So we both started crying or whatever. And I'm saying this because I'm just being real. Like, I never felt that experience with nobody before. We weren't talking about nothing sad. We just got so intimate. We weren't talking about nothing sexual or anything like that. We were just having a conversation that was so real and deep and just cut so far that it just opened up and we just expressed ourselves or whatever. And I remember she started shedding tears. I even watered my eyes up a little bit. And she looked at me, you know what I'm saying? She wanted me to just hold her or whatever. And I just held her, you know what I'm saying? And she laid my seat back, told me to lay my seat back. She climbed over on my side, and I began to make sweet pumpkin pie. And oh my goodness, the pie was delicious. You know what I'm saying? If you can get my drift, the pie was delicious. So now I've had a slice of the pumpkin pie. She had a taste of the Jimmy Dean. Now we inseparable. Now we meeting up every time we can get to play baseball. She can give me some pumpkin pie, if you know what I mean. Um, we going on dates. We taking pictures, kissing, videos, tongue kissing, all type of stuff. We young too now, so this is younger me. Uh, we in our early 20s and stuff like that. But what we forgetting, well, I'm forgetting, cause I'm falling for her. She falling for me. I'm forgetting she got a boyfriend. I'm single. I ain't got nothing to lose. She in a relationship with a dude that she been with since high school. And remind y'all that she had just graduated college, so she had probably been with this guy 5 or 6 years or something like that. Me, I just got out of a relationship that didn't go right. You know what I'm saying? Just come from a lot of pain and drama that went on in the pre-relationship before this. And now I'm jumping into something with somebody who I feel like is my soulmate. But she got a boyfriend. She's been in a relationship for 5 or 6 years. She met me. We inseparable. We can't be away from each other. She actually took me to meet her mom and dad. Her mama liked me, telling me she reminded me of somebody that she used to date back in the day. She used to bring her little sister around me. Her little sister liked me, called me her big brother. I actually went to the mom's house and all that before. I went to the mom's job, all that type of stuff. They used to come get me to hang out. Me and her were inseparable. I had took her to meet my uncle. Uh, I never took around my mom and them and all that, then, cause you know how mom and them think about stuff like that. But I let her meet my uncle or whatever, and man, we were just inseparable. But like I said, the only thing, she been in a relationship for 5 or 6 years. It was just like the song Billy Paul had, Me and Mrs. John. We got a thing that's going on, but we both know that it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And actually she came to me one day. Cause like I said, the dude that she was talking to, he was a buster. They was always constantly arguing about stuff like that. He was jealous, he was cheap, never wanted to take her nowhere. She couldn't talk to him about nothing. Her mom and them didn't like him. And she was sick of this clown, you know what I mean? She came to me asking me, do you want me to leave him? I'll leave him for you. All you gotta say, all you gotta do is tell me to leave my leave. I had to make a tough decision. I know I'm gonna be real. Even though we didn't know each other that long, I loved her. And she loved me. But there's one part in this story that I'm leaving out. So y'all remember when I said I had been in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I had kids that wasn't even 1 years old yet. So if any of y'all dudes know how it be, man, with your BM or whatever, you know every now and then you might slide back through, you know what I'm saying? And slide back through on a late night, you know what I'm saying? So I had slid back through on a late night one time and hollered at the BM or whatever, and it popped off or whatever and ended up going to sleep. BM ended up going through my phone without my knowledge, seeing that I had been talking to this girl, Halle Berry, and man, some people just crazy, man. They go all out the way. BM end up finding out the person real name on Facebook, finding out about the person having a boyfriend, end up DMing the dude or whatever you call it on Facebook, messaging the dude and let him know what was going on. He called her and told her what was going on. She called me. I can't believe you. You lied to me. You told me. I said, I don't fool with that girl, man. I was over there seeing my kids. And I broke our trust. I was devastated. Man. It was like, man, bro. Man, I should have never went over there fooling with that girl, man. She did hated on me, went through my phone, and told this girl what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to be real about it. Why am I being loyal to her when she got a boyfriend? They not gonna break up. They've been together for years. But the chemistry we had between each other was unmatchable, man. I never had that chemistry with anybody else since then or before, and I believe the same thing on her part. Because even though that the BM called her boyfriend doing all that hating, trying to inform him what was going on, she couldn't just let it go. You know what I'm saying? And we kept on meeting up playing baseball, and I kept knocking that thing out the park, if you know what I'm saying. I was hitting home runs. I can recall the last time that we played baseball together. We was at one of my uncle's spots or whatever, and the dude was calling her phone. And I'm talking about, man, I was at the bat like Barry Bonds when that phone would ring, and I'm knocking home run left and right. Like, you better not answer it. You better not answer that phone. She was, no. Ooh, ooh, ah. I'm like, you better not answer that phone. I'm knocking home runs out the park. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in the apple pie, pumpkin pie. You know what I'm saying? And but eventually, I had to be realistic, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't make this girl leave her dude, man. You know what I'm saying? She know that I'm not being honest like I was saying I would, even if I did ask her to leave her dude. She know that I'm not always being honest. So even though we both cheating, I'm not really cheating. I'm still being a player, but I'm telling her I wasn't fooling with nobody. But of course, women know you always fooling with somebody, especially if you got a baby mama and you got kids that weren't even 1 years old yet or whatever. So we end up breaking it off respectfully, just to save both of our feelings or whatever. But like I said, I've never been married, but I truly believe. I don't know. I think she kind of was. She was special. To this day, she still hold a special place in my heart, and I do feel she feel the same way. Now, me being a player, when I say I was a player, I say I was a player. Now I'm just a dad and an entrepreneur. But when I was a player, one of the reasons I was a player, because I was able to just walk away with my dignity and not be too prideful and do nothing lame. And I wasn't going to mess that girl life up. She had been with that guy for years or whatever, and I just had to take that across the chin or whatever. But I always think about it sometime, and I still know her number by heart right now, you know what I'm saying? So years after that right there, I end up texting her just saying hi. She called me back or whatever, man, we talked on the phone about 15, 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? She was in town or whatever because she ended up moving out of town somewhere. I can't remember where she moved to. But she was in town like around the holidays or whatever, and she said she wanted to link up. But I told her, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that, man. I was thinking about you, and I just wanted to know how you was doing. It's good to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? And I just charged it to the game, man. It be like that sometime, man. It be like the one that you want, you can't get them because of certain circumstances or whatever. I don't know if my subscribers ever been through anything like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You met somebody that, man, they were just, y'all just vibed and had a chemistry like none other. But because they had somebody or whatever the situation might have been, y'all just couldn't be together. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it goes sometimes, man. You win some, you lose some. But like if y'all ever seen that movie that I'm referencing a lot of this too, Boomerang, y'all know about the character Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn was a very attractive lady. Uh, she was very smart. You know what I'm saying? She was beautiful. So it was a Gwendolyn character at that job as well. So y'all got to tune in next week to Lifetimes of the Diggla. This your boy Silly Zell with Juice City Legends. We checking out.